The Fundamental Service Review programme is now underway, and we've had our first detailed service review meetings for all the services across the council. There's been a lot of people involved in those, cabinet members, senior directors. I'm chairing those meetings, and also experienced backbenchers who are able to give a kind of independent perspective. Everybody who's doing those reviews and everybody who's involved in them knows just how important they are to users of service and indeed to everyone in the City Council, to you. It's important to try and give us some certainty. So it's about, what are the priority areas? What are the things that are most important to us? And there are all kind of factors involved in that. Is it a statutory requirement? How do residents and other users in Westminster rate that service? How important is it to them? How much money is spent on it? Are there other people who might provide it? And all of those kind of complex factors are being brought to bear in this review process. But one of the things I think that unites everybody is the recognition that it's important to give as much certainty to as many people as quickly as possible, and that's what the process is designed for. I think it will potentially change things in quite a marked and profound way. There'll be some areas where we say, actually, this is something that individuals or businesses should do for themselves. It's not something that perhaps the City Council should be engaged in at all. It may be that we are saying we shouldn't do it alone, and an example of the work we're doing with Hammersmith and Fulham about education services is a good illustration, where we're actually saying, are we really viable on our own to provide the nature of the services that we currently do provide on our own? There may be interest in mutuals. There's been a lot of talk about that recently in terms of social enterprises or working with the charitable sector, or indeed working with the private sector. So no option is ruled out at the moment, and that's as it should be because of the scale of the challenge we face. Ideas from you, ideas from all colleagues across the council are really important, and that's why I'm really pleased how well we've seen the responses to the innovation challenge. We all know that actually it's not me, it's not the strategic directors, it's not the leader of the council who necessarily knows or has all the best ideas for the way in which services can be improved, the way in which we can reduce cost, the way in which we can do it better. And there are lots of ideas coming forward from you which we're able to bring into the process. One very simple idea, and the simple ideas are often the best, is the idea that we could save money on our staff travel if we simply made corporate Oyster cards available. So we're going to do that. We're going to roll that out, procurement are onto that, so that if you're travelling around from Victoria Street to Lisson Grove or vice versa, or anywhere else in the city, the corporate Oyster card is available to you. Lower cost of travel, easy to use. Ideas like that are really important, so keep them coming in.